Pride of Higara. This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shaw. Looks like you could use a hand. Attention all Sobani, pick your targets and engage.
Hello everyone, this is Captain Soban. Let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. Welcome aboard the Starship in normal price for our January 2022 channel update. My god, I can't believe it's 2022. Like, last year and the year before just flew by. Like, I remember looking at the calendar and I was like, holy crap, it's November, we only have 2 months left. And then holy crap, it's 10 minutes until New Year's. Like, last year flew by. Most of that is just because we haven't really been doing a whole lot, and we haven't really been traveling a lot. I've just kind of been doing work or working on YouTube or whatever hobbies I'm currently working on. So yeah, it's kind of been crazy. And this year actually for us started off really crazy too. We started out with a winter storm, which luckily for us didn't really do a whole lot. I'll show you guys a picture here. We have a little bit of snow and a little bit of like ice at the very bottom. But most of it went south or north of us and didn't actually really hit us. So we just have to deal with the super cold. Like right now, as of recording this, it is 15 degrees Fahrenheit outside, which is -9 degrees of Celsius for you guys that use that. It is very cold. I think normally we get around, like we do get in the like teens Fahrenheit around this time of year, but normally we're usually in the 20s. 20s to 50 Fahrenheit, which is like -5 to maybe 10-15 degrees Celsius. That's usually where we stay in winter. So when we get below that point, it's like, okay, it's getting cold. We need to prepare for this. But we're all fine. All of our heating systems work really good, so we weren't really too affected by the cold. But yeah, that's what's going on. Another thing that's going on in my personal life is tomorrow, which will be today for you guys. I'll be going to a funeral because one of my uncles passed away about a week ago, and it was kind of sudden because he was on his way to Walmart, and then I think he had some sort of chest pain, and someone found him passed out in his truck at a Walmart parking lot. And from the details I've gotten about it, we think that his lungs filled up with like liquid and he like drowned to death, which is really sad because he's kind of been dealing with cancer for like the past 4 or 5 years. So it's really sad to see him go away. So I get to see everybody and go through that tomorrow, which will be today for you guys. But it's all good. I'm not saying that deaths are bad. It is really sad when someone passes away, especially when they, been going through a lot for the last few years. But now he no longer has to deal with cancer, and he'll definitely be missed, and hopefully he's moving on to a better place. So that's all we can ask for. Anyways, onto something that's a little bit more brighter than that. Whoa, doggy bark. I have been obsessed with playing The Sims. I have been a very big fan of The Sims 3 for a really long time. I'm not too big of a fan of Sims 4, and part of that is because it's not open world. So for those of you who really aren't into The Sims, Sims 3 is a completely open world Sims experience. Like, you can tell your character to go from its house to downtown, and then you can watch the character get out of the house, hop in a car or taxi or whatever he's using, and then drive all the way downtown and then interact with the downtown environment. Sims 4, you can't do that. You want to visit your neighbor, you tell your character to visit your neighbor, and it goes through a loading screen and it loads only your neighbor's house. And then if you want to go back to your house, it has another loading screen to go back to your house. And if you want to go to a different town or to like a different part, it goes through a loading screen to get to that part. There's no traveling, there's no transportation in The Sims 4. Like, I think your characters can own cars and own bikes, but there's no point because there's so many loading screens. And that alone, like, really that alone just kind of just turned me off in The Sims 4. Like, I enjoy the graphics. I kind of like the cartoony nature they went with. I kind of like the emotion states that your characters go through, and they have different interactions when they're flirty or they're playful or whatever. But the fact that there's loading screens and the fact that it's not open world is just a complete deal breaker for me. So because of that, I've been modding the crap out of The Sims. I found so many mods online that I've been using, and I've just been fiddling around with them, adjusting them to the way I want to, or adding more because I find something that I want to adjust and someone online has made a mod for that, so I download it and use it. Like today when I was playing, I found a mod that slows down the cars because the cars go really, really fast in The Sims 3. So it slows them down to the appropriate speed that they're supposed to be going, because they're driving in a city. They're supposed to be going 20 miles an hour, not like 80 miles an hour and flying through the town. And then there's another mod that goes with that allows you to slow down the game time, so you can use your Sims for a lot longer before the day ends. I think I have mine set to like 40% of the normal speed for the game, which means that if you play The Sims for like 10 hours a day, I think you'll get through like 5 days. It makes the days like extremely long, which to me it feels a lot better, because then like I can take my character, they can go to work, they can come back and then go to the park and hang out for a while, then go home, do their homework, and then go to bed. It's like, it feels like it's a full day. It doesn't feel like I'm rushing around because I only have like 30 minutes to do something. Of course, there's a lot of bugs and glitches for slowing down time, because a lot of the animations in The Sims are designed to go across like a couple minutes. So like, for instance, in my playthrough, there's a glitch where like when your Sim sits down in a chair and then it tries to get back up, he'll try to get up like 3 times before he actually gets up, because time's going by so slow. So the animation is going a lot faster than time. But I mean, that's something that you deal with, because Sims 3 is definitely full of a lot of glitches. There are a lot of mods that actually help with dealing with those glitches and dealing with crashes. But it's amazing. And I'm not going to go through every single mod that I play, because this will be like a 2-hour video of me just talking about The Sims. And for those of you wondering that I should make a Sims playthrough, the only reason why I'm not is because for the Sims playthrough I have a lot of adult themed mods on it. And if I upload that to YouTube, it will require a lot of censoring and a lot of editing, and I don't feel like dealing with that headache, so I'm just going to play it in my free time. So yeah, that's because I did think about adding it to the secondary channel, but I was just like, I really don't want to edit all this and censor all this. I just want to play the game and enjoy it the way I want to. So there's that. Okay, so I think that's everything for my personal life. Let's start talking about the channel. Now, since this is the beginning of the year, what I want to do is I want to go through my YouTube channel statistics, or what are they called? Analytical lists? And analysis? We'll just say analysis, so that you guys are aware of what's going on in the channel, and it will help me keep the channel as transparent as possible, because as a YouTuber, or as a growing to be a YouTuber, we are nothing without our audience. And my way of showing you guys how much because we're nothing without our audience, I kind of want to keep the channel as transparent as possible and show you guys like what's going on with the channel, with the statistics and growth periods and all that stuff. So let me go ahead and change my monitor to my main monitor. There we go. So we can take a look at all this stuff. So as you can see right here at the end, this is the part that I am extremely happy about and extremely thankful for. Because somewhere around here is when the reaction video came out, and after that reaction video, Homeworld got a lot more attention, thanks to a Gearbox and whatnot, and a lot more people have been checking out Homeworld as a whole, not just my videos. It helped our channel, or helped my channel. I guess we could say our channel, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna say our channel. So it helped the channel grow at a pretty quick rate here in December. Um, so as we scroll down, you'll see the top videos, that we have for this channel for the year. The first one is the one that for some reason is always recommended to everyone because it's always on top. The Higaran Destroyer Cruisers and Battle Cruisers that I showcase for Complex 9.1. This was like in 2020. This was an old video, but for some reason it always gets attention. And then Race Expansion Mod actually came in second. I'm actually really surprised, but I've been getting a lot of messages from you guys talking about it, so I guess it makes sense that that one has a lot of views. And then the Build 39 Evo campaign in third. This one was really top before we started doing the Build 47 videos, so that makes sense. That one's pretty high. And then of course we have the new one, the Into the Nebula Evo campaign Build 47 start. That one's doing really good. And then more of the ship showcase ones, and then the Titan Republic actually did pretty good too. I probably need to check to see if there's an update for that. But last I've heard, it hasn't really been updated. At least it hasn't been updated enough to where there was enough content to make a video. I'm sure they've been working on like bug fixes and stuff. And then there's a reaction video for Homeworld 3, doing really well. The Stargate video is doing good, and I've actually been told by, or I didn't really talk to some of the developers, but I'm part of their Discord, so I take a look at it every once in a while. But apparently, I think this has had stopped development. I may be wrong on that. I need to check it out more. But apparently, development has either been halted or canceled. So we probably won't get an update to that mod, which is kind of sad. And then we have Carrier Shipyards and Station from Complex Throwback. And we got Cruiser, Battle Cruisers, and Battleships from Complex 9.1. So apparently a lot of you guys really enjoy the Ship Showcase series, which is cool. I like just sitting there and talking about ships, so it doesn't bother me too much. And then for the year, we gained 48,455 views, which is 39% better than last year. That is fantastic. Watch hours have gone up, went up to 5,854 hours, which is 55% better than last year. Amazing. And this is the big one. Subscribers went up 216, which is 66% higher than last year. So very, very cool. Because the channel needs to grow up to 1,000 subscribers, and then we can start putting ads on the channel, and the channel itself can start making money. So that is amazing. Really happy to see that. Because for the longest time, I've been eligible to put ads on because of watch time, but I can't do it until the sub numbers reach to a certain point. So that's one of the main goals for the channel, and I really hope it continues growing, continues doing what it's going to do. Okay, let's take a look at reach. So reach is kind of the algorithm reaching out to you guys and giving you and like showing you the thumbnail and title of the video. So for impressions, this is 677,000 impressions, which has gone up 33%. Basically, this is how many people that when they're scrolling through YouTube seen, or that the algorithm sent the video to them with the thumbnail and the title. This isn't how many people that clicked it. This one right here is how many the percentage of people that have actually clicked my videos when they saw it. So 5.1%, which is up from last year, so that's good. And then views, which we checked already, is way up. And unique viewers, this one we can't actually look at because it's only for, I think we have this set to a low data. So that's cool. But unique viewers will be how many people that came to the channel and saw it for the first time, or saw the thumbnail for the first time. Alright, traffic sources. So traffic sources, most of it is YouTube search. So that's when like when you guys are typing in like Homeworld 2 Complex and then my video pops up. That's where that one comes from. Browse features. I'm not exactly sure what this one is. Let's see. Oh, this is for it being okay, so this is for people checking it out on the homepage, home screen, or subscription feed. So people that are clicking on the videos because it pops up in their subscription boxes, which is how I usually watch YouTube. Okay. And then channel pages, I believe this is people actually looking at my videos off of my channel page. Okay? Or being suggested by other channel pages. Then suggested videos, this is YouTube suggesting suggesting the video to you when it's on the right side. So that's pretty cool. That's 12%. And then playlists, people watching the videos through an actual playlist, and then a bunch of others. And then this one over here, this is the impression breakdown. So 677,000 people saw one of my videos, 5% clicked on it. So that's 34,000 people that actually clicked on one of my videos. And then the average view duration of my videos for the year is 5 minutes and 58 seconds. So that gives me 3,500 impression hours of people seeing my video for the first time. So, pretty cool. All this stuff is really cool when it's all broken down like this. So traffic sources external, 71,000, which is 3.6% of the actual traffic to the channel. 71% comes from Google. So this is people just typing in Google something homeworld related. My video pops up and they click on it. And 2% comes from DuckDuckGo, which I think is kind of a site that's similar to YouTube. I'm not sure. I don't know too much about it. 1.9% came from Facebook. That's people sharing the channel on Facebook and then other people clicking on it. 1.8% comes from people using Bing.com to search for it. Again, same thing with Google, just using Bing. And 1.4% comes from people finding it externally on YouTube. Not too sure what that one means. Some instances, not all details of referral or embedded are known. So this is kind of just like one that's like, this is coming to your place, but we don't know where it's coming from. One of the unknown things. Okay. And then playlists. The most popular playlists on the channel for 2021. This is 8% of the traffic of people watching videos through the channel. FX Galaxy Skirmish Missions, 19%. That makes sense. That's the largest playlist. There was like 75 videos in that playlist. And then 7.4 on the Complex Build 47. That makes sense. That's the newest series. A lot of people have been watching that. 7.3% on Cataclysm Season 2. So people watching the second playthrough of Cataclysm. Let's keep that in mind. And we have 6.2% on Complex Dev Builds. There is a playlist I do have on my channel that has all the older dev builds that I played, because I only did 1 or 2 episodes on each. And then 5.6% of Complex 13.3, which I believe is the first Complex series of the new Complex series that I did. It's cool. I'm pretty sure that one's popular because this one's popular. Alrighty, and then for the let's see, traffic sources, suggested videos. The top one, obviously, is the cruisers, battle cruisers, and whatnot. I don't think we actually have to go through this because, wait, I think this is what YouTube is recommending. So, yeah, Evo, and then this one. Because for some reason... Okay, so I think these are external suggested videos because this isn't my 3 destruction effects on a Hagaran battlecruiser. But this is like what YouTube recommends people when they watch my videos. So the Higarans, destroyer cruisers, and battlecruisers. For some reason the algorithm really likes that. The Evo campaign, the Build 39 Evo campaign. I don't know why it's recommending that to people because those videos are like 2 or 3 years old. Oh well. Brings people in. It's good for the channel. And then now the YouTube search traffic. These are people that are actually typing in words in the YouTube search bar. So number 1, Homeworld 3. That makes sense. The Homeworld 3 was recently announced. So a lot of people, wanted to check it out and then watch things related to Homeworld 3. So that's 3.2% of the traffic. And then the Homeworld untag, because, it's Homeworld. That's 2.3, and then Homeworld Complex, and then Homeworld Lore, and Homeworld Mobile. A lot of people are using Homeworld Mobile. Now, I know some of you guys actually were asking me that, hey, are we Am I going to cover Homeworld Mobile? Well, the thing is, one, I'm not part of the beta, so I won't be able to actually take a look at it until it becomes public. And two, I don't really play a whole lot of things, like things on my phone. I like use my phone to check the weather, check the email, check my work schedule, and Google something when I'm not around my computer. That's literally it. I don't use my phone for anything else. So even if I did cover Homeworld Mobile, there's pretty a slim chance that I would actually play it. But I would like to check it out and do like an impressions video or something. That's still in the forecast. Okay, so that's reach, and now we have engagement. This one probably won't take so long to get through. An engagement is basically the attention span of the videos on the channel. So this year we got, or last year we got 5,900 or 5,854 watch time hours for the entire year, which is up 55% from last year. That is amazing. An average view duration is 6 minutes, which has gone up 11% since last year. So this is good. That means people are keeping their attention when watching the videos, which is good for, you know, ads and stuff and whatnot, because they like channels that have a really good view rating. Don't look at me. I'm just telling you guys what other other YouTubers and whatnot that I listen to like tell other people. So let's see, salvaging all of the ships has the highest view retention out of all my videos. I don't remember what that one was about. But that's a Homeworld Is It Possible. That was a video where I was trying to figure out if it's possible to beat two skirmish, two AIs using nothing but salvage corvettes. It's a good video. Looks like our lowest is we're on a collision course. So cool. That was the video where I was when we started mission 2 in Complex for the first time, and I was trying to figure out how to actually win it. Cool. There's more statistics, and now audience. Can't really see these because the view range is too long, but for audience, main thing is subscriber numbers gone up 219, which is 66% higher than last year, which is fantastic. The most subs have been coming in are the ones that have been watching the trailer 3 video, which makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. This right here is the statistics of like how many people come to watch the channel. So the darker the purple is, the more views or viewers who are online that watch my channel. Most of it is usually around, looks like 11 or 12. This used to actually be like really late, but I think I'm getting more people from the United States, so this has been slowly trending to 10 and 11, 12, 11. Alright, so top geographies. These are the regions that people are that watch my channel. So United States is number 1 at 25%. Second is United Kingdom, Germany, Russia, and then Poland. A lot of people from Europe, Russia, which is awesome. I mean, kind of happy that it's not just one demographic. It's pretty interesting to see like some of you guys play from like completely different region in the world. Like that stuff just blows my mind at how all that stuff is possible right now. These are the different sub-languages or the subtitles that people use. Most people don't use subtitles. Some people use English. Some use other languages. This is the subscription bell notification. This stuff I really don't pay too much attention to. I kind of really just pay attention to reach and audience. I pay attention to subs. Yeah, watch time, subscriptions. 69% of the people that have the highest watch time are people that aren't sub. 30% is people that aren't sub. That's an interesting factor. Then age and gender. 99.1% of the people that watch me are males, and 0.9% of the people that watched me last year are females. This is a really weird dynamic. It feels weird. I'm kind of curious just to see how this changes over time as the channel grows. And then the age group. So it looks like we actually have ages from literally every single one now. It used to be primarily dominant 2534 and 1824. But this makes a lot of sense because I'm in this age group right here, so it makes sense that that's the primary. Anyways, that's enough looking at statistics. Let me go ahead and switch back to my base. Where is it? There we go. So yeah, if any of you guys are ever curious how the YouTube background stuff works, there you go. That's a little crash course on everything that we look at to see if our channel is healthy or not. And again, most of it I don't really take too seriously. I just look at the views and the watch time and the subs and just kind of like monitor it. And then like if a new video comes out, I'll kind of like compare it to the other ones, be like, okay, this one's doing pretty good. But again, the channel isn't really large enough to be made as a source of income, so I don't really pay attention to it too much. It's just like over time, if it continues growing, then I'll have to start thinking about that type of stuff. So cool. What else did we want to talk about? Oh yeah, the series that I want for this channel. Let me go ahead and just bring this over here so I can see it better. So for the main channel, I divide the main channel into two different series. We have a primary series and a secondary series. Primary series I usually do for 2 or 3 episodes, and then I take an episode of the secondary series, and then I do 2 or 3 more episodes of the primary series. That seems to be working out pretty well, so I want to keep up that pattern. So for the primary series, tomorrow what I'm going to have out is we're going to be recording some FX Galaxy, and we're going to be checking out the new diplomacy update, which I've been told that the AI and whatnot have been improved. So I want to check out. I want to do a 2 versus 2 with the diplomacy update, and I kind of check it out and see if we can win with that. And we're going to be playing as the Vaegar, because I've also been told that the Vaegar have a new toy that they can play with, and I'm really looking forward to checking it out and seeing how well it works. So that's what we're going to be doing then. And then once we get done with that for the primary series, I'm going to start doing some mini series of some mods that you guys have suggested to me while we were playing Complex. So I want to take a look at the Free Space Fleet Command mod. That looks really cool, and I want to get that going. And then I want to take a look at the Rearm Classic mod, because some of you guys have been suggesting me do a skirmish series on that, because I have a mod spotlight series of it, but we didn't actually complete the skirmish match. So I want to do that. Then I want to take a look at PDS version 11, because we've taken a look at version 6 and 7, but we haven't seen the 3rd version yet. So I want to do a series on that. And then if we get all that done and the month still isn't over, then I want to take a look at the Homeworld Tactical Fleet Simulator mod. It looks really cool. It adds a lot more different ship classes and kind of makes it to where it's not like interceptors that are good against fighters and bombers are good against capital ships. It kind of mixes it up and makes it to where they get rid of that and go with more of a tactical view. We have to make more tactical choices to win the battle. So I want to check that mod out too. And if everything goes well and we have all that stuff done, then we'll finish up the month playing FX Galaxy Shimmering Path, because we still haven't finished that. There's a lot of episodes on the channel for that, but we haven't finished it at all. I think we're on like mission 20 of 21 or something, and there's like 35 missions. So we still got a lot to do to get through that series. And then for the secondary series, we're going to be doing the FX Galaxy Bentuzi Ship Showcase, because that is the final race that's in the FX Galaxy series. And it's the least developed out of all the races, but you are able to load it in skirmish and check it out. So we're going to be doing that. And then after that, we're going to do FX Galaxy Homeworld Wars, where if you guys are unfamiliar, I have a couple series on the channel where we do where we build a gigantic amount of ships and then have an enemy group that has a gigantic amount of ships, tell them to kill each other, and watch the battle. That's it. Very simple. And we're going to be doing that with the FX Galaxy mod. And then once we get done with that and do a couple of videos of that, I want to do the same thing with Complex Homeworld Wars. And we'll be doing the classic Complex because we can have a lot more ships with the way they have the unicap set up in that pod. And then for the secondary channel, if I ever get time, sometimes I just don't have enough time, or sometimes I just don't feel like uploading. I want to finish the Tales of Arise series. We have probably 10 or something more episodes, so we should be able to get that done this month. And then I'm going to record Donkey Kong Country. We're going to do Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 because I'm feeling very nostalgic, and I want to play those old games and get them up on YouTube. And those are going on the secondary channel because they don't do good on the primary channel. They're not space games. So it's going on to the other channel. Anyways, I wasn't expecting this video to be that long, but yeah. That's everything that's going on the channel. That's hopefully this was a pretty cool episode for you guys. Hope you guys like the inside of the channel. I'm not going to do that every single month. I'm going to just keep that a yearly tradition. So at the start of 2023, we'll check out 2022 and see all what happened, see how things changed, and yeah, we'll go from there. So hope you guys enjoy this. Please leave a like if you did. If you like what I do, consider subscribing, and I'll check you guys out next time. Until then, this is Captain Soban signing out.
The Faker have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated. The mothership must survive.